Hey guys, so we were talking about shapes, and we're going to talk a little bit more advanced about shapes and what you do with them and how they work with some art techniques. So first, I kind of mentioned it, but there are two main types of shapes. We've got the geometric, which would be these kind of hard line, perfect shapes, and we've got the organic, which let's add maybe another one here. Organic shapes don't really have a name. They're the kind of shape you would find in nature, okay? So we've got geometric and we've got organic shapes. Let's see. First thing is, when you're looking at shapes like these ones, these are drawn with their like kind of perfect, you're looking straight at them. But in real life, if I'm looking at something, let's say I go out and I see a hole in the ground, you know? And so I might want to draw a hole in the ground like this. Well, when I'm standing on the ground looking towards the hole, it doesn't really look like this. If I'm standing right above it looking down, it'll look like a perfect circle. But if I am far away from it, my circular hole is actually going to look like an oval. So this would be what a hole in the ground would look like. You know, let's say this is the ground here. Maybe put some grass around it to make it look a little more convincing. And there we go. We have a hole in the ground that actually looks like it's really in a space. This no longer looks like a hole. It actually looks more like a ball. Same thing for like a table. I'm looking at a table, right? I've got a table. When I'm looking straight at a table, is that what it looks like? No, this would be if I was standing up on a chair or something, looking down at the top of a table. The top of the table might be a square. But the table is going to actually have perspective to look like more of a trapezoid, because remember, things closer to us look bigger, and that includes sides of tables. If this side of the table is close to me, right here, I'm even making it a little thick with a rectangle, make it look a little more realistic. This side of the table is closer to me, it looks bigger than this side of the table if it's further away. So we've got this side is longer, this side is smaller, and these straight lines connect them, and we've got a table, or like a wooden plank, which I can even put some legs on it, make it look a little more realistic. Right? Same thing for chairs, boxes, anything, any shape in real life is going to change depending on your angle of looking at it. So, there are more shapes. I just said this is a trapezoid. We've also could have a rhombus. So a rhombus is going to be pretty much what we'd call a diamond shape. It's going to be a square that's been squished. So you can start with the line that you would start to do a square, but instead of making its opposite side exactly across from it, you're going to move it up a little bit or down a little bit. So let's put it right here. They're still the same size, just changed where they are meeting here. Alright, and then you connect them with straight lines, all the same size. That is a rhombus. We've got trapezoid, rhombus, a rhombus that you like stretch out like a rectangle right here. This is what we call a parallelogram. What else we got? We could just have a straight up quadrilateral. So quadrilateral means four-sided, but it's going to be something that's not perfect. Technically, this is a quadrilateral, this quadrilateral, that's a quadrilateral, that's quadrilateral, that's quadrilateral, because they all have four sides. But if you have something that can't be called any of these other things, but still has four sides, so let's say we've got something like, what is this? All these sides are different sizes. This don't make no sense. That would just be a quadrilateral, right? So using these shapes, we can kind of fit them together to build forms. You know, if I stick 3 rhombuses together, watch what happens. So I'm gonna make a rhombus going this way this time. So I got a rhombus. I'm gonna have another rhombus coming off that side, so we get this kind of cool shape. That's neat. Let's stick one more rhombus on the top. And bam, I've created a cube. 3 rhombuses make a cube. You can even kind of have fun with the 3D, make it a box here. Yeah, so simple shapes can be used to build up realistic images. You know, making a wooden table, a hole in the ground, a cube, is based on just these very simple shapes. Okay guys, have fun.